So today we're going to be looking at Cinderella, a fairy tale spoiled book written by Melissa Terrell and illustrated by Sondra Lamont. So I took 6 sentences from this book that we're going to be putting in the correct order on these slips of paper. Now with these slips of paper, I put a blue number 1 on the back of the first sentence. So each of you will take 3 sentences. If you have the blue number 1 on the back, please read it out loud.
Alright, I think I have number 1. Alright. Shine my shoes, Cinderella. Fix my dress, Cinderella. Hurry, Cinderella. It's almost time for the ball. Saved by stepsister.
Okay. Now, what I want you to do, since we are doing this in the correct order, if you have the second sentence, please read it out loud.
Okay. Do you have the second sentences?
No, I don't.
Alright. I think I do. Alright. Then Cinderella heard a strange voice. Make a wish with all your heart, Cinderella. With a whirl of fairy godmother magic wand, she turned Cinderella's old dress into a beautiful gown and her old shoe into a sparkling glass slipper. Have fun on the ball and make sure to be home before midnight. Alright, said by fairy godmother.
Okay, if you guys think it's correct, please move on to the third sentence. If not, please find another sentence.
I don't have it.
You don't have it? Alright, I think I do have it. Alright. Cinderella found herself at the palace ball, dancing with the prince. They had so much fun together that she forgot to keep track of the time.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Was it right?
Yeah.
Alright.
I think I have the next one.
Alright.
So the church bell rang at midnight and she had to go. She ran back to her carriage and the prince ran after her and saw her glass slipper on the staircase. When Cinderella went to the carriage, it changed back into a pumpkin and her gown turned back to her old dress.
Okay. If you think that's correct, please move on to the next sentence.
She waved goodbye to her family and the prince began their journey to their new home and they lived happily ever after.
Do you guys think that's the correct sentence?
Ooh, it's too much. I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Okay, if you guys don't agree with that, please find another sentence that you think should precede the previous sentence.
Now the next morning the prince went through the entire kingdom and could not find Cinderella to fit her foot into the glass slipper. And now the stepsisters tried to fit the glass slipper, but it didn't fit. Then the prince asked Cinderella if she could try it on. It fits on Cinderella. And then the prince asked if she wanted to marry him. And then she said yes.
Okay, do you guys think that that sentence fits correctly in the sequence?
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Okay. Now with the previous sentence, do you think that fits the last sentence?
Yes.
Okay, if you guys think you have the sentences correctly in order, please read the story out loud.
Alright. Shine my shoes, Cinderella. Fix my dress, Cinderella. Hurry, Cinderella. It's almost time for the ball, said my stepsister. Then Cinderella heard a strange voice. Make a wish with all your heart, Cinderella. With the whirl of one by fairy godmother magic wand, she turned Cinderella's old dress into a beautiful gown and her shoe into a sparkling glass slipper. Have fun on the ball and make sure get home before midnight because the magic ends at midnight, said by fairy godmother. Alright, and Cinderella found herself at the palace ball with the prince. They had so much fun that she forgot to keep track of the time.
Okay.
And now the church bell rang at midnight and she had to go. She ran off and the prince ran after her and saw that her glass slipper was left on the staircase. When she went back on the carriage started changing back into the pumpkin and her gown turned to her old dress. Now the next morning the prince went everywhere in the kingdom and tried to find Cinderella to fit into the glass slipper. Then the prince asked her, could you could you please try out the glass slipper? Cinderella tried it on and it fit her. Then the prince asked, hey, will you marry me? And then she said yes. They waved goodbye to their family and they began their new journey to a new home and they lived happily ever after.